rise. Death is defeated, the King is alive.
Our goal this morning is to perhaps clear up a little bit of the confusion, if you have some. Maybe you don't have any. Maybe you don't struggle with this at all, as I do. Or to maybe gain a renewed perspective of what the Sabbath is. Because we are talking about spiritual disciplines in our recalibration season, and the Sabbath is a spiritual discipline.
You came along and put me back together. Every desire now satisfied here in your love. Sing it with me. Oh, there's nothing. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. And I'm not afraid to show you my weakness, my failures and flaws. Oh, you've seen them all, and you still call me friend. God of the mountain is the God of the mountain. He's still the God of the valley. He's the God of the valley. There's not a place your mercy and grace won't find me again. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing better than you. No, there's nothing. Nothing is better than you. You some morning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You to shame into glory. You're the only one who can. You to morning to dancing. You give beauty for ashes. You to shame into glory. You're the only one who can.
God did not need to rest. He does not tire. He does not grow weary. He does not need to take a nap, as so many of us do. He is God. What it was a day that he blessed, a day that he sanctified, a day that he set aside from the work of his own hands, apart from all other days, apart from the busyness and the beauty of all of creation. Not to focus on those things, but to bring the focus back to the splendor of the Creator. It was a day that God looked at everything and said, "It is good." It was a day where he set aside all the work, and it becomes a day of wonder. We move forward a little bit to Exodus. God delivers the 10 Commandments to Moses on Mount Sinai, and this rhythm of the Sabbath then becomes a requirement. In Exodus 20, verse 8, "Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of the Lord your God. In it you shall not do any work, you or your son or your daughter, your male or your female servant, or your cattle or your sojourner who stays with you. For in 6 days the Lord made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested on the seventh day. Therefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and made it holy." Have you ever thought about how long that commandment is? Think about this. You shall not murder. 4 words. You shall not steal. 4 words. The Sabbath commandment, it's a whole exegesis of a day. in one single commandment is long. And I think it's long because the Lord was setting that example from the beginning of all things, setting that rhythm in place at the beginning of all things. And he's saying, this is important. This is significant. This is a pattern that you need to weave into your own lives. And there is reason and there is purpose behind it. But as we move through the Old Testament, and even as we move into the New Testament, we see not just what the Sabbath was, but we see what the Sabbath became.